Yeah, what was before joining us, whether it was insurance or when you were at Michael Jordan's, what was your best year income-wise?
Just under 100 grand one year working at Jordan's.
So best year, a little under 100. What's been your best year with us so far?
Overrides, my own pen, probably close to $500,000. Sounds fake.
I know, right? Take a step back and think about
it sounds
you're
fake.
busting your ass at all these different places, just under 100, which ain't bad, but then to just under $500,000. All right, welcome to True Talk. Got a special guest with me today, my man Mike DeCecco. How we doing, Mike?
I'm good, you?
Awesome, bro.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. So you got the Phillies hat on, dude.
Yeah, I'm a Yankees fan, but
okay.
I like the Eagles. I like Philly. We're actually going down to Philly to do a big donation drop here for.
Oh, really?
Stuff. Yeah.
Nice. When you doing that?
So 2 months from now.
Yep.
It's Kensington Avenue. We can get into what's going on down there, but addiction's really bad down there. And
okay.
we're gonna get a nice merch drop and things like that.
That's awesome, dude. So you're donating to.
So there's a couple organizations down there.
Yeah.
You have to be careful when you go down there because where you walk and people you talk to,
yeah,
it just gets kind of shady and dangerous.
Right.
So there's two groups we're working with.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Awesome. Which, I mean, we're going to get into your story, but that plays a lot into what you do day in and day out, right? Like you talked to me a little bit about a podcast you're starting soon.
Yep.
With your sister. But let's go back. You've been with us how long now, Mike?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. What was your background? Like, what were you doing for work before you found this?
Before I found this, I was across the street. Prior to that, basically most of my career has been hospitality.
Okay.
So I worked at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse at Mohegan Sun.
Got it. How long were you there?
13 years.
Holy shit. What'd you do there?
Picked up a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
No, I was a server.
Okay, what were you paid to do there?
Server bartender.
Got it. Okay.
So,
Is that, though, really where you picked up a lot of this shit? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because of the environment, people around, both?
It's a whole nother universe inside that place. I would say any temptation on earth is within reach, But yeah, it actually chewed up and spit out a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Got it. So you're there for 13 years. Where'd you go after that? Was that when you found?
So I got fired from there.
Yep.
Transparent. I was job hopping at that point, trying to piece things together so I could continue my terrible activities. But I found insurance actually through the rooms of NA.
Really?
Yeah, my sponsor owned a plumbing company. His insurance guy was across the street.
Okay.
And he gave me a shot. I got my P&C license. I had no idea what the business looked like, no idea what the life side looked like.
Yeah.
But it was kind of my intro to the insurance world. And I did pretty good there, except I put up 63 policies in 1 month.
Yeah.
I made $3,300.
Wow. What was your commission?
I don't even, honestly, I don't even know.
Probably less than 50, right?
Oh, it was way less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was way less.
Wow.
So,
But that was all you knew at the time, right?
No idea. P&C is built for renewals.
Yeah.
And you want to know something crazy? The whole, pyramid word that comes out with MLMs or whatever. Those agencies, if you work under a principal agent, you can never go over that principal agent.
Right.
And if you try to leave, they keep all the business that you put on their books. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to me. If people actually knew the structure of things.
That's the thing. The word captive gets thrown out. Most people don't understand what goes into being a captive agent. Yeah.
You're truly captive with product and
because when you were at any of those, you had their products. That's it. Like, what was the max amount of products you had to offer at a given time?
So I think there was 2 other carriers. Actually, funny story. Bill called over there, and he was handling Sean's insurance.
Okay.
And when I saw this man's account, I was like, oh my, there's 8 SUVs, 6 houses, 5 rental properties. I was like, holy cow. Just P&C itself.
Yeah.
You can work your butt off and barely pay the bills. Barely.
Got it.
Barely pay the bills. I was dejected after.
Yeah, how long were you there?
I was there for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I made my move.
Got it. So I didn't know that you found. I know we've been on it before. We've talked about your background, you getting clean. How long you been clean now?
I don't ever say it out loud. A day. I've been clean a day.
Okay.
It's years.
Well,
Congratulations.
But,
yeah, no, thank
but
you.
you found Farmer, or you found this insurance career through an NA meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, my sponsor,
Yeah.
obviously. So it's like he had a growing plumbing business.
Yeah.
They need commercial insurance. I was riding with him one day. I was laboring for him.
Yeah.
And we stopped in there. And I was like, hey, you hiring? Went and got my
Oh,
license.
so it wasn't even like the guy had a plumbing business. You're working for him doing plumbing, and he needed insurance, and then you got the job.
He already had it. He stopped in, I think, to make a payment or
Okay.
something. And then I stopped in and met the guy that's over there.
Okay.
Good family over there. Actually just had a tragedy. They just lost their daughter, 22-year-old girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But amazing family. They do good business.
Yeah.
That was one thing that I liked. You hear a lot. When you look up insurance or working in the world of insurance, holy cow, man, you can go down rabbit holes.
Oh, yeah.
But, most of the bad stuff you read is all about agents.
Right.
Agents. So it's obviously a good company. So it was my start.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that part of my life. Personally, I was okay. But, I was kind of just finding my stride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once I came in here and I talked to Sean and Matt, things got rolling. Takes a while to learn this business, man.
Yeah, because you were there, you said, how many, 3-4 years?
3 years.
3 years. How was that transition? Because this is a completely different ball game, right? Like that, you were doing what, telesales there?
So they actually would generate, because it's captive, they would generate a ton of their own leads.
Okay.
And you would go in and just dial them. So a lot of business, though, was brick and mortar, people walking in. That's a huge difference. Like Americo, Mutual of Omaha, these companies, they don't have brick and mortars where you can just walk in and buy life insurance.
Right.
That's where we come in, obviously. But, it was a big change. But financially, it's no comparison.
Yeah, what was before joining us, and whether it was insurance or when you were at Michael Jordan's, what was your best year income-wise?
I made just under $100,000 one year working at Jordan's.
Yeah. What's that look like from a time? Like how many hours you putting in a week there? A lot of overtime?
No, it's a lot less than you would think.
Okay.
We made $400 or $500 a night.
Tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night.
Okay.
Maybe a random Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Got it. So best year, a little under 100. What's been your best year with us so far, roughly?
Overrides, my own pen, probably close to $500,000.
Yeah. It's crazy to say it like this, but
Sounds fake.
I know, right? Take a step back and think about
It sounds
you're
fake.
busting your ass at all these different, places, whatever. Just under 100, which ain't bad.
No.
But then to just under $500,000.
If we could spread this message somehow and get rid of some crazy stigma that,
Yeah.
insurance sales, blah, blah, first off, if this job was easy, everybody in America would do it.
True.
But it's not. But
Nope.
I think hospitality people, you can talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would love to spread the message to bartenders, servers, the whole nine, and try to get it. Because you could actually do this and then go work
Sure.
your night shifts at Jordan's and make your cash.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, skill-wise, the beauty about what we do is you don't need to have experience in anything to do this.
Right.
But there are some things that help, right? Like we used to run ads back in the day, military experience, athletic background required. Like, why? Well, just because if you've done either one of those, odds are you know how to follow a system.
Yep.
Odds are you know that everything's not going to be a win. You're going to lose some. You know how to bounce back. Usually, not everybody.
Nope.
But I think we've also seen a lot of success with people that have come from hospitality, bartending, positions where you have to talk and deal with the general public, which is not always easy.
I actually relate this business when we're training to the restaurant. So think about it. You go to a new restaurant, you're working behind the bar, you don't know the menu, you don't know the drinks that well. So if you're explaining it to a customer, you're not as confident. You're
Right.
just like, but after 6 months, someone comes in, you're telling them what the best thing on the menu is, and you're confidently delivering it. It's the same. It's just reps.
Yeah.
Right? People sitting at your bar.
Right.
So tips are way bigger here.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Way big.
How is that transition? Because, like you said, it's a completely different sale, right? You have people walking in, they're generating leads, and it's P&C. It's not you need it, but it's a little different than life insurance, right? Like, how was that transition for you going from that for 3+ years to now hopping over here early on? What was it like?
I would say I actually liked this better. Going and sitting with somebody, and it's either a yes or a no. Where P&C is who's got the best quote. That's what it is. They're always going to shop. Every 6 months, they're going to shop their auto coverage because rates are up, down, left, right. But for this, it's you need to find what is best for this person and their situation,
right,
and try to put it in place. And I was in home when I first started.
Okay.
And then I drove 2 hours to Cape Cod one day for a no-show.
For one appointment?
I had more appointments,
okay,
but that was my first appointment.
Yeah.
The day prior, I had sold like a $330 a month from the parking lot of a CVS.
Okay.
So I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
Why am I driving? And then, we went down the path of trying to get good at bats over the phone, which started with live transfers. And it's evolved into where we're at now, which we generate some amazing leads. We've got an amazing lead platform that we have built. We're in a good spot when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah.
The ups and downs in this business can be hard to manage, right? What do you do to manage that? Obviously, you've been here a few years now. Three years with us? 4?
4.5.
4.5. Hall of Fame the past 2 years.
Yep.
It looks like you're going to hit it again this year. I mean, you're at 309 as of like mid-September.
Yep.
So unless you completely stopped right now, I can't. So 3 years in a row, Hall of Fame, over 400K. But there's a lot of ups and downs, right?
Yeah.
First of all, what's harder for you to manage, the ups or the downs, and then how do you overcome?
I think I've been down so much in my life that these downs don't compare.
Okay.
I could get no-showed 20 times. If I'm not out doing what I was doing, 10 plus years ago, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Right. So I know I'm blessed. I know that this business, you're streaky. You can go 2 weeks, not get anybody approved. The next day, everybody gets approved. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I had one guy, because we were coming back from Ignite. So one of my guys had a loaded schedule.
Yeah.
I had 2 booked appointments. One was a $50 a month. The other was a $305 a month. Sold both. And the loaded schedule was all follow-ups or declines or whatever it may be, right? I tell everybody when they come in that the first thing you need to do is just stay level. Way easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when you start making, 4 figures a day, possibly have a random 5-figure day, which is another thing that sounds nuts to say out loud.
Right.
You can get very, very high. But you have to know at the end of the day, the next day, it can charge back.
Right.
It can, So, I would say the lows are the easiest for me to manage, just because, man, I've been homeless. I've seen a lot of death.
Yeah.
Lost custody of the kids. Like, those lows will always trump anything that this business can throw at me for a low.
You were actually homeless?
Yeah.
How long?
So I was couch hopping, and let's see, I was couch hopping for 6 months.
Okay.
I was in an abandoned school in New London.
Really?
Yep, for a month, and I would kind of switch from a 7-Eleven to the school.
Yeah.
My parents changed the locks on my house, or their house.
Yeah.
Which my parents are my best friends. So them doing that is, I had to be in a very bad spot for that to happen. Once they did that,
Were you staying with them at that time, and then you came home and locks were changed? Or?
Prior to, I got kicked out.
Yeah.
Basically there at Thanksgiving, which is my birthday as well.
Yeah.
I went up and lived with my aunt and uncle in their basement for, I don't know, less than a year.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I was just hopping around with whoever would let me
Wow.
crash at the crib. It's crazy. It's truthfully crazy thinking about it.
Yeah, you think about where you are now versus then, like it's
crazy.
night and day.
So to that, as of a month ago, it's the first time I've had both sons and everybody under the same roof.
Wow. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you had 2 kids back then.
Yep.
You lost them back then.
Yep. And then I met my fiance a couple of years ago. We live right up on 163, right down the road.
Okay.
Big farmhouse. We were renting the bottom floor. They renovated the upstairs. So we just had a newborn daughter.
Congrats.
Thank you. So we needed room in our room.
Yeah.
So I took the upstairs, built out an office, a little spot to record, and it's an apartment for my oldest son.
Yeah.
So he's there. He's got his own spot.
That's cool.
And my youngest son is obviously downstairs with us. But
Yeah.
it's the first time since he was like 9.
Wow.
I gave up parental guardianship. I think he was 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah. Crazy.
And here's how powerful addiction is, man. In that court, I looked at my dad and said, I'll have this fixed in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad legitimately like looked at me and just like laughed in my face.
Wow.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, like I had no idea where I was at,
Yeah.
how deep into it I was, and how the next 10 years of my life was about to be. But I wouldn't change a second of it, bro.
Really?
I would change the hell I put my parents through.
Sure.
Sleep. My parents probably didn't sleep for 10 years.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change the person it's turned me into.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really care about myself or my success anymore. I want a bunch of red jackets on my squad.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do right now. 2026, we're going to come into 2026 rolling.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a solid number.
We already got one that we've had on the podcast, Nina.
Yep.
But dude, that's a crazy story. Crazy to hear, because you hear so much of the first half with a lot of people, right? They went through this. I mean, me and my wife adopted our nephews.
Right.
Okay?
Remember
they
that.
are now our sons. We've raised them. My oldest is 21. So it doesn't usually play out the way it played out for you. And to look back at, that moment in court, what you said I'd have it fixed in 6 months. How long did it take?
Fully fixed.
Yep.
It's the first time my son's been
Years.
under my roof.
Yeah.
So now things would go well. I'd ruin it. They'd go well. I'd ruin it.
Yeah.
The last 6-8 years have been, we've always just trended
Going in the right
upward.
direction. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to hit the reset button. I didn't talk to women. I didn't do anything except for hang out with my family.
Yeah.
Try to better myself, and then better myself here.
How did you make that decision to get into? Was the first step getting into NA?
Probably looking
Yeah.
back, I don't know if I sat there and consciously made a decision. Most people are forced into their recovery,
Right.
which is the wrong way to be.
Because if you're not ready, you're
It's
not
just
going to do it.
No, and it happened to me a million times.
Yeah.
I think the last time my health was really bad,
Okay.
and I was like, here's how simple I am. I always sat in the rehab center in this one spot, and I would always just think of my son's like in the back seat of a car and just me driving. Like that's what I wanted. That's how far away I was from like being a dad, a good dad,
Yeah.
and being there for my kids. And it's the way it's all turned out, and the way we're living at this point. I'm not like some crazy materialistic person, but we have what we need.
Yeah.
And it's just been a journey, man. And I have a YouTube channel, Timeless Protection. where I think there's like 3,000 subscribers, which is not anything. Well, YouTube subs are tough.
Dude, for YouTube, that's
YouTube
how long
subs
you had
are-
the channel?
8 months.
Yeah, that's strong.
It's hard, but we've got a community in there. I do tier maker videos of like worst drugs, worst withdrawals, worst excuses, just stuff like that, where it generates a lot of conversation. And we've a ton of like success stories. People are like, I've been clean for this long. I've been clean for that long. It's been a journey, man. I think I'm here for a bigger purpose at this point. I should be dead,
Right.
100 times over, truthfully.
Yeah.
And I'm not. So
Now make the most of it.
yeah, I want a lot of people to succeed, man. I want my squad to take this opportunity. It's the best business opportunity on the face of the earth.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, it's helped you financially. I'm sure it's done a lot to help you with your kids, bringing everybody back together. Can you even describe the feeling? Like you said, about a month ago was the first time you had them all under one roof. Can you even describe that feeling?
I don't even know if it's hit me yet.
Yeah.
It's a month later. I got emotional when it first happened. Getting a son or getting a hug from my 21-year-old son every morning is because he works with us.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, so
Nice.
we have an amazing tech guy and back end guy, and my son helps him, and he helps me with my social media.
Yeah.
So I get
That's
to work
awesome.
with my son. I'm not sure it's hit me yet.
Yeah.
I'll probably curl up into a ball one of these days, but I do know it's an amazing feeling. I'm so busy right now. It's like I don't know if I should just stop and take some time to like enjoy it, but I'm on a mission,
Right.
and you know how momentum goes in this game. It's hard to get back when you lose it.
Yeah.
We've got
absolutely.
some right now, but you know, I'm with my family every day. Our daughter is like the missing piece,
Yeah.
and it's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Congrats again, dude. I mean, even outside of doing this podcast, I'm happy for you. I've known you for a few years now.
Yeah.
Where you came from, the story, and hearing that you got all the kids back under one roof is a big deal. So
It is. It's
you're leading
amazing.
by example. That's the big thing. Like whether you take a moment to feel it or live in it now, your kids are watching. And I always say you're the best example for your kids. If people go, well, this athlete did this, and how the kids get. Dude, no one said they had to be a role model. You should be the role model for your kid, not LeBron James, not Michael. You should be the role model for your kids, and you're doing a hell of a job. So, congrats, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk more about these numbers. So, 309,000. You said like, dude, I'm not even really focusing on that.
No.
I'm building a agency. Your agency is at 1.1 million year to date, so you're gaining some traction there. In August, you sold personally 37K. In July, 41. So what is your schedule like from a production standpoint now? So how are you hitting Hall of Fame numbers and you're like, I'm barely trying?
I don't know if I'm barely trying, but
It's not your focus. Let's put it that way.
No, it's not my focus. I've given away almost 200 booked appointments this year. So I'd probably be at Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But again, I don't care about me at this point. This
Right.
is not about me. This is about Nina. This is about, Melissa, Zane, Dave, Matt Wilson, the guys that are in here following our system,
Yeah.
doing the right thing, super high retention. That's all I preach. Retention. And I think because in the ads that I put out, it's me.
Yeah.
I can take less appointments because, like yesterday, 2 appointments, 2 sales, right? It allows me to I don't have to sit here 12 hours a day and rip the phones.
Right.
Not that that's not what you should, like, if that's what you have to do, do
Sure.
it.
But you're trying to build an agency.
Yeah, I would rather give some of these appointments to my guys, get them off the ground. Paz and I try our hardest to get people off the ground with either the leads we already have, We don't want somebody coming in. How many horror stories have you heard where it's like you come in, you spend X amount of dollars, your leadership disappears on you, and
Right.
You're dead. But I would say it's really just at this point the quality of our lead
Yeah.
allows me to focus on both.
Got it.
So I've really good at bats.
Yeah, how different are the leads for people that, there's a lot of people that watch these, Mike, and they're not with us. They're with, maybe they're in sales, maybe they're at a captive place dealing with their leads, right? So how different are the leads that you're getting now versus what you've seen out there in other companies?
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple really good vendors that, people hit Hall of Fame off these vendors every year. A lead is a lead at the end of the day. But I don't care what we say about leads. There are higher intent leads than there, So a year ago, we took leads in-house and learning curve.
Yeah.
Just when we thought we had learned Facebook, they switched up how
they'll do that.
Yeah, they switched up how you can set the actual ad up.
Yeah.
You can't really target demographic at this point. You have to kind of put it into your ad copy and let Facebook kind of run with it.
Got it.
But we've seen a lot of success from just kind of what we're doing. We've got a lot of credibility as an agency at this point. We've got a ton of Google reviews.
Yeah.
And credibility is king, man. A new agent comes in. Is it easier to write a policy if you can lean on the credibility of a solid company?
Sure.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's, what we're doing, and filming the leads and getting used to filming and this whole process. And then I've got a great editor. We just try to spread the message in the ad that, I'm not here to sell you anything.
Yeah.
I'm here to educate you. I don't want you to get screwed. If you half like me, maybe we'll do some business, right? So.
Right. Why is it, this may be a dumb question, but I don't think it is. Why is it that you have such good credibility as an agency? What have you done to ensure that?
It's our process. I tell people all the time, like if the group was listening to me yesterday or the day before, I passed on 2 policies I probably could have shoved through.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing? Why are you passing on a sale? I'm not passing on a sale. I'm passing on a chargeback.
Got it.
Right? Weak.
Know when to walk away.
When there's an absolute laydown, someone throws out their social routing an account like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have they done that before? Why are they doing it now?
Correct.
It's taken me a long time to learn iffy business.
Mm-hmm.
Last year I wrote 450. I probably could have wrote 700.
Yeah.
If, I put across a lot of the business that we could have just put across. But I think the credibility comes from my team, man. I've got an amazing core.
Yeah.
We're all good people, and we do right by our clients. Our clients love our phone calls.
Yeah.
When you get off of a no sale, and someone's like, I appreciate this so much, thank you. You're leaving yourself open for referrals and things like that. I'm against the grain with a lot of the sales, things that go on. None of it is wrong. It's just not our process.
Sure.
We don't want I haven't had a chargeback since May, bro.
Seriously. Not one.
So running at a 90+% persistency and hitting Hall of Fame, that's what's up.
Yeah. It's crazy, but it's not, because, dude, I can go back, and I haven't sold in years. I was in home all the time. There were, of all the chargebacks I've had, Mike, probably 5% of them were a surprise to me. Most of them, I knew.
Right.
I know.
Right.
I was surprised some of them lasted as long as they did, because to your point, when you're in there. Now, I sold at a different company where the compensation isn't what it is here. I'm not making excuses, but I'm painting the picture for you. When you write a policy and get paid $700, I got paid maybe $200 back then.
Push them through.
So I had no choice, but my wife, we had a newborn baby.
100%.
My wife's at home. I don't want her to go back to work. I had no choice but to sell to everybody I sat down with.
Absolutely.
I was getting dinged fee after fee after fee. If you were my agent and you bought leads, I paid an override on them. The guy above me paid. It was a disaster of a setting. I learned a lot. I don't regret it.
Right.
But my point is, I was never surprised by the chargeback. If you're surprised by the chargeback, you're doing something wrong.
Correct.
And so then you take it to the next step where instead of, knowing it's going to happen, let me just avoid it completely.
Yeah, I mean,
It's still going to happen.
I'm not going to pass on, $2,000, like whatever it's going to look like.
Sure.
But I will at the same time.
Right.
Because why do I want to go negative?
Right.
Yesterday, one of my agents, I was listening to her call, and it was a guy, super tight budget, and she muted herself, and I just said to her, I was like, this is not a strong call. And he was like really hesitant to spend like $50.
Yeah.
So if someone's hesitant to spend 50, they're going to cringe or freak out when 53 comes out of their bank account every
Absolutely.
month. So she took that to heart and she downsold. She backed it off a couple grand and got the thing down to like $38-$40. Now he's not going to cringe.
Correct.
Now he's not going to think about it, and your business is sticking.
Yeah.
Right? So again, 90% Hall of Fame or write 700 at a 70% persistency.
I still, to this day, there's two reasons why a client doesn't buy a policy, and they're both your fault. One, they don't like or trust you.
Yep.
And the other is you made it too expensive because of how high intent to lead. Now, if we're cold calling, if you're giving me a list of your friends and family, there's dozens of reasons why they're not going to buy.
Right.
But if we're high intent leads, and I don't care if you're generating them yourselves, you're getting them through vendors, if they're internet, they're direct mail, the commonality is they saw something about life insurance. That person filled it out, clicked on it, whatever, however but they saw something. They gave you their information. They asked you to call them. So if that person doesn't buy a policy when we talk, either they didn't trust me, which I screwed up, or like you're talking about with your agent here, they made it too expensive. Mm-hmm. But the thing is we control the price, so we can just back off the insurance somewhat.
Correct. But how many people do that?
Not many. Not enough.
Right. So it's like drilled into their heads when they come in, just because so a lot of these guys are coming from solar and Medicare.
Okay.
Medicare, right? They're bulldozers, man. They're trying to put down 6, 7, 8 a day, and you don't need to do that here. You just don't need to do it. Put the good business on the books.
Right.
Do I want to protect everybody I talk to? Sure. Is someone else going to most likely write the business that I just passed on? Sure. But I've been here long enough to know and to see I'm not trying to be on that hamster wheel.
Right. And I always go back to what we're selling, right? Like, no offense to anyone selling solar, but, dude, if I don't buy those ugly solar panels, does it really, really impact my life? No. Well, your electric bill will go down. Okay. That's one bill of many, dude. I'm not knocking it, but it's not life-changing. Let's not be dramatic, right?
No.
And the Medicare, dude, I get Medicare from anyone. Like, car PNC. You know how I got my first car insurance policy, Mike? I got in my car, got a license at 16. It's different now. These kids now wait till they're like 22 years old and shit. Like, bro, I'm not bringing you anywhere anymore. Damn, really? Yes, you do.
So
my son had a license for like 3 years. He finally bought a car last year. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? But hey, but shit, when we were younger, I was 15 driving.
Give me that, yeah.
Yes. So I drove in my uninsured car to the insurance until AAA down in Waterford. Walked in and like, what do you need? I need car insurance. I didn't fill out no forms. I didn't shop around. I just went and got car insurance.
Absolutely.
But if I didn't buy it there, I would have bought it somewhere else. It's not the end of the world. We are selling life insurance. It is the one type of insurance that you are guaranteed to use.
Absolutely.
You ain't guaranteed to use your homeowners, your car insurance. People pay more for damn insurance. I see you got the new iPhone. They pay more for insurance on their damn cell phone than they do on their life. But that's why I'm so passionate about what we do. And you see it in you see it in the top agents. I could stop there because of what we sell. You've been here long enough. I'm sure you've had some death claims.
Bunch.
Is there one or two? Is there one that stands out like, dude, that one was impactful? That made me understand the power of what we do?
Yeah, 100%. So I think it was 2023. Gentleman, Mr. Price, I'll never forget the call. Looking at insurance, his wife came in the door halfway through the call. He said the worst thing he could ever say, which is like, I'm on the phone with the insurance guy. That was, and, you know, she started to flip out.
Yeah.
I politely, but impolitely, on speakerphone, was like, can you just sit down and listen for 2 minutes? Then you can hang up on me. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. Once I broke down what we were doing, she wasn't really okay with it, but she was like, do whatever you think is right to him.
Okay.
Now, he purchased a $20,000 policy. He just needed to cover burial, leave her a couple bucks. She went on and did whatever her initial plan was. So this was November 1st. He died December 7th.
Wow. So a little over a month.
I got a call mid-January
Yeah.
from her. Do you remember me? Sorry, I was a pain. I just want to let you know, I just got a check for $133 from the company I took out, which is like Colonial Penn or whatever.
Okay, some graded shit or something.
And I just got a check for $20,000 from the policy that you got for my husband. So thank you, because I'd be totally effed without this. And from, you know, that point on, it's like,
Yeah, what'd that do for your perspective?
oh man, it's crazy. Every call that could happen, every person you talk to, that could happen.
Sure.
Whether they're 40 or 80, that could happen. I think one thing that Sean does that changed things for me, it's important to him. Like, families need what we have.
Absolutely.
They need what we have. It's not just like, hey, here's our product, this is our setup. Go.
Right.
That's not what it is. There's a ton of, you know, passion behind it. And I'm the same way. I probably take it too serious. But this is life and death.
Correct.
You're not rear-ending a family of 4. You're dying.
Right.
So your insurance better be right, or you're screwed.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking earlier about knowing when to leave the policies alone, and I want to be clear, we don't mean leave most of them, because and we don't mean the minute you get an objection. It's a whole different mentality. I feel like agents go through this kind of path here if you've never been in sales. In the beginning, you walk away from everything because I already got a policy. I want to think about it. I need to check with the wife.
Right.
You're not pushing against anything.
Right.
Then you get into this mode where you're pushing everybody. And the ideal place to be is somewhere in the middle,
Correct.
Knowing when to walk away. But I'm not saying walk away at an objection. I'm not saying walk away because he wants to check with the wife or the wife. No, I mean walk away when you know they absolutely cannot afford it. Walk away when you know, like you said, they're giving out everything. And I mean, I was in houses where the lady's buying shit on QVC while we're like, whoa, you're just buying a bunch of shit just to buy stuff.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, to clarify, we're not just bailing on these calls. If I go through the process and if they freak out at a $10,000 policy, it's kind of hard at that point. Like if a $10,000 policy is $150 a month and they're barely getting by with their Social Security, we can try to back them down.
Sure.
But then they're like, this isn't going to do what I need it to do, blah, blah, blah. Either way, no matter where we are at in the call, I'm only going to bail if I'm 100% certain in my gut that I feel like it'll charge back.
Right.
I'm probably wrong a few times. But
sure.
I'd rather be wrong than get the charge back.
Correct.
Am I doing a family a disservice? I've never really talked about it out loud, so it's kind of making me feel like I could or couldn't be doing a disservice, but I don't, like, I've been that agent. I've been the agent who is just shoving stuff across.
Yeah, when you close every appointment, there's a problem.
Yeah, it's just not good for business.
Nope. And then the carriers don't like it, by the way.
Yes, it's a whole, if you look at my persistency across the board, it's 87 or higher.
Yeah.
And like, to me, that's everything.
Absolutely. But by no means are we saying, hey, you walk away at an objection. Oh, no, dude.
Absolutely not.
Objections are just smoke screens. A lot of them are just bullshit.
Someone tells you they have a policy. Those are the best calls to be on.
Oh, my God.
That's the best. So I actually just before I left the house today to come here, I went over an agent's day yesterday, and he's like, I already took care of it. I'm like, sweet. That's the objection I hope you get the most of.
Right.
They already believe in coverage, man. We just need to see if someone did right by them or not.
Correct.
And most of the time, they probably didn't.
Yeah. That's also, a massive advantage for us is, there's all kinds of insurance companies out there. There's captive. There's other companies that try to do what we do. Keyword.
Yeah.
But most of them suck. I'm not trying to be an ass, but it's the truth. Mm-hmm. So it gives us an advantage. But it also, you mentioned earlier, the stigma. There is a stigma out there. I remember going out and being looked at as the insurance guy. Mm-hmm. And then this is when we used to go out in the house, but I'd go out with a polo shirt, jeans, and sneakers. And they're like, well, you're not you don't have a 3-piece suit. You don't have pie charts. I don't need 2 hours of your time. Give me 25, 30 minutes. I'll explain to you why you need this. Well, you've already told me you need this, but I'll show you how this can fill the void that you have and find something that fits your budget. Yeah. It was not a big dog and pony show. So it's like, yes, there's a stigma, but most of the other agents out there are so bad at what they do. Mm-hmm. It makes
it's a market.
It is.
It's a whole nother market.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
It's wide open. You talk about numbers. Like, what's been your best production month since you've been here? Most you put up on your own pen?
I think just under 60.
Under 60.
Yeah.
Strong.
Like 57.
Yep. 58. Obviously, if you're, averaging 35 to 40 a month, that's Hall of Fame numbers.
Yep.
Dude, some of these numbers now are ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Like the guy, we have an agent of the week. We have one every week. We like to, what's cool too is we've seen this a lot lately. We have someone who's an agent of the week because they're kicking ass that month or that week or whatever. And they keep going and keep going. Next thing you know, they're here on the podcast. We just had Trey up last week, who he was one of our agent of the weeks a couple months back, and now he was on last week kicking ass. But
it's amazing.
This agent here, Mason Bowman, he's from, let's see if I say this right, Fastidious Financial. I think I got that right, Mason. He's with Jake Wamba's crew. Had one of his best months last month with 138,000 issue paid. Personally, dude, there's agencies that don't do that.
Nope.
That's insane. And this guy is just getting started. So he's our agent of the week, Mason. I got a quick little testimonial. Let's see what he has to say here, Mike.
All right. So for any agent doing, you said 82,000 in a month, what would you say is your schedule, dials, activity? Kind of go through that with us.
Everything starts with waking up. I'm up at like 4:30 every single day. Hit the gym in the office by 7 recently. I'm making $250, talking to probably 40 people a day, looking to close 3 to 5 people every day.
When you're just getting started as a new agent, I would say one of the biggest hurdles is probably, the fear of dialing and stuff like that. What would you say to a new agent and how would you overcome that?
For me, everything starts with confidence. So it takes a good while to build confidence. You have to build it with reps. But once you understand the idea of this job, all of these people that you're calling have filled out a form. Now it's my job to get the message across to them of why I'm calling. I want to know why they filled it out. And when they give me their first no, getting through that, I'm not scared to get told no 3 times in a call. But it all starts with confidence. You have to be very confident in what you're doing, and you have to know that what you're doing is helping people. But I would say that's how I get over my objections.
Spot on,
dude. Confidence is everything. And why I think I don't say it's easy, but it is easy if you have confidence here is exactly what he said about the clients. Understanding why you're talking to them in the first place.
Yeah.
It's not a cold call. It's not a friend and family member. It's not a, hey, I'm going to talk to you about insurance today. It's they initiated contact. And that was one thing that Sean worked so hard with us back in the day was understanding, getting you to believe that whoever you are calling that day initiated contact with you. And they did. They filled out a form. And it's all perspective, right? Well, they filled out a form. Okay, but they did that, and then it landed on your desk.
Yep.
Now your job is to pick it up from there and go, hey, I'm getting back to you, Mike, about that request you made for life insurance.
Yep.
Like, what's the phone script? There's no script. You just tell them you're getting back to someone about something they filled out. It's not that deep.
No, it's not.
You didn't have a script when you went to the table at Michael Jordan's. You knew what to say. Like, hey, can I take your order? Like, it's that simple.
Yeah.
You filled this out, Mike. What were you looking for? I don't know. Good. I'm going to show you some options. Like, just like that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. People get so hung up on what you say. It's not what you say. It's how you say it.
People overthink a lot in this job.
Yeah.
They overthink a lot. That testimonial was like so spot on. It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
He is talking to more people
Right.
than 99% of the people in our company.
Correct.
And he's just doing it by buying a ton of leads
Yep.
and dialing his
Putting
phone.
in the work.
Yeah. And it's really like, if you just think about it right there, it's that simple. You know, one of the messages at Ignite was, it's almost like, it almost got redundant because it's like, this isn't that difficult. Everybody on stage, like, it's a simple plan. It's just on you.
Correct.
Right? So we've got people that have come in at the same time. Others are further along. Why? Because they're more active. That's
Right.
all it is.
Yep.
That's all it is. Doesn't matter what lead, doesn't matter what, like, it's just they're more active. Now, if I wanted to stop building and just pump my lead flow up and dial nonstop all day and talk to 20 people, I would hit 100K
Sure.
in a month. Focus is a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's all. But the numbers are there.
Absolutely. We're going to wrap up with a little game, Mike, called True or False. Pretty
boy.
simple. I'm going to throw some statements at you. You let me know, in your opinion, are they true or false? All right. Are you ready?
I think.
Number one, this one stumps people sometimes. You need a high school degree to sell life insurance.
That'd be a no.
That's correct. If you've ever eaten at McDonald's, you should get life insurance today.
Yes.
If you've been declined in the past, you can never get coverage again.
False.
False.
I love those calls.
Absolutely. Some of the best clients are the most difficult ones to close.
Absolutely.
Most people fail in sales because they quit too early.
100%.
With us, you can close deals from your phone without ever meeting the client.
CVS parking lot.
There you go. Dude, that is I think that's one of the coolest things now. Like I started selling in 2009. We didn't have telesales. We were out in the home. But the fact that you got literally from anywhere. I mean, I know agents that don't even live in this country.
Nina's notorious for this. Nina has sold at a hockey game,
Yeah.
back of an Uber. Like the most random spots, she will sell a policy. It's because, another part of producing at a high level is stacking good conversations.
Yeah.
Just stack up a ton of good conversations because they're going to call back because they're not going to have good conversations with other people.
Right.
Like we were just talking about.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Well, dude, congrats on your numbers. Congrats on everything that you're doing. It's awesome to see and hear. And I look forward to seeing you at convention, hit Hall of Fame for the third year in a row. So I'm putting you on the spot. I know you said you're close, but
got
you
you.
got to hit it now,
I got
dude.
you.
Why not?
I got you.
It's 309. Actually, probably even higher than that now.
Yeah, it's probably like 330, 340.
Yeah. You can bang out 70K in 3 months. Yeah. And now the real question, though, you mentioned Hall of Fame members on your team. This year, this event, how many will you have?
I don't think I've got a couple that are.
Close. Nina will hit it, right?
She's close.
She's close.
Dave Kenny is close. Matt Wilson is close.
Okay.
Paz has a couple people on his squad that are running my leads.
Yeah.
They're all going to hit it.
Yeah.
They're going to hit it, which is amazing.
Cool.
That makes me super happy. But
So maybe a couple.
yeah, I think we got a late start.
Yeah.
So next year,
That's why I'm asking you.
I want like 10 or 15.
10 or 15? Yeah. All right.
And
Why
I
not?
honestly think 10 will be the number.
Yeah. Love it. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for coming down and doing this. I appreciate you.
Of course, man.
Appreciate everything you're doing. Keep kicking ass, bro.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Speaking of convention, you can go to fflconvention.com now to get registered. You just came off of Ignite. Phenomenal meetings, a ton of people there.
Oh, my God,
We're
it
going
was
to roll
packed.
that momentum right into annual convention at the Irving Convention Center in Dallas. Nice place. We're going to be in that spot until we outgrow it, hopefully. So,
It's been amazing there.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week right here on True Talk.